Good morning, Peter. Last time I spoke to you, we were talking about the missing mother, Nicola Bulley, another missing person story here. The bit that I'm a little bit baffled about, Peter, is how this couple could have been charged at the moment with gross negligence manslaughter. Just explain that to us.
Well, they've been further arrested for that offence. On Monday night, when they were detained, they were arrested on suspicion of an offence of neglect. And then yesterday, they were further arrested for gross negligence manslaughter. Now, of course, the police cannot make it publicly known the evidence and the information that they will have gathered so far. However, this is, of course, a very worrying development, because I'm sure there are many people, including myself, that sincerely hope that this young baby would be found alive. But bearing in mind yesterday's development, the vast resources they're applying to the search today, I think the likelihood of this youngster being found are diminishing, sadly, by the hour.
It's extremely unusual, Peter, isn't it, that a couple, well, the whole case is extremely unusual, but what I'm slightly baffled with is when it isn't that unusual, actually, for mothers to give birth and not want to have their baby, but not to dump that baby effectively. That's been going on for, since time immemorial. How unusual is it in this day and age for a mother to not tell the police what's happened to that child?
Well, of course, the police have been very careful with their language with regards to Constance, Marten and Mark Gordon. They've said that this was a search for them, that they were missing. They didn't use words like, we are hunting them, they are fugitives. But clearly, there is a lot that lies behind this story, and I am aware of a lot of that. But because I do not want to talk myself into a contempt of court case, I have to be extremely guarded, responsible and careful about what I say. What I would say to your viewers and listeners is that this couple have been together since about 2016, so for some years, and I'll leave it at that in that regard. The police have been, as I say, very careful with their use of language, with the release of information. There are clearly matters which they simply cannot breach. But I thought that last week, as the Nicola Bulley case faded from the front pages, the Met Police did a very well-timed press conference as soon as they possibly could, as soon as they could get airtime and column inches, and they brought this case once again to the public attention, and just a few short days later, Constance and Mark were arrested. So I think credit where credit's due in that.